Oh na na na, oh na 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 na, oh na na na, oh na na na.
In this video, I am going to speak about a quality tool used in management called just-in-time or lean manufacturing. The major topics being discussed in this video are what and why do we call it what we call it, the definition of just-in-time or lean manufacturing, the rationale behind just-in-time, the development of just-in-time, the benefits and drawbacks of just-in-time, and a little about the automation of just-in-time or lean management. The manufacturing system we'll be discussing in this video was developed by Taiichi Ohno in the 1950s as a successor to Henry Ford's mass production system. Ohno named it the Toyota production system since it involved making products only when needed from materials that were made by suppliers only as required. Because of this, just-in-time became its generic name. In the 1990s, 3 senior managers of MIT's International Motor Vehicle Program wrote a book which had a great deal of influence on the lean production system. One of IMVP's researchers, John Krafkick, is credited with coining the term lean production. The system uses less of everything involved in production, such as manpower, investment, engineering, inventory, facilities, and so on. Thus the term lean fits well. Upon viewing other videos, you may come across the term focused factory in reference to a GIT production. If you encounter a production system called demand flow or demand flow technology, it is GIT with a new label. Most instances, the generic name for pull system manufacturing is just-in-time or lean manufacturing.
Topic 2. GIT defined. When people are asked to define GIT, the typical response is that GIT is getting your materials delivered to you when you want them. But beep. It didn't say beep. GIT is a philosophy that seeks to eliminate all forms of waste in manufacturing processes and their support activities. Lean production permits the production of only what is needed, when it is needed, and how much is needed.
Okay, so far we have viewed GIT or lean from the point of view of the manufacturer and the ultimate purchaser of the product, the producer and the consumer. But if we look at the complete production process, we will find it contains many producers and consumers, internal producers and consumers as well. The on-screen diagram shows the ultimate factory scenario in which each preceding process in the overall system is a producer or supplier, and each succeeding process is a customer. GIT or lean fits here well as or better than the manufacturer and purchaser model. No process in the system produces its output product until it is signaled to do so by the succeeding process. This eliminates waste in a grand scale. It is the elimination of waste that justifies lean management in any kind of manufacturing operation. Eliminating waste is translated into improving quality and lowering overall costs. Okay, so Taiichi Ohno, the creator of the just-in-time or lean system, saw that the mass production system produced waste at every step, and he identified 7 wastes, which are overproducing, waiting, which refers to time, transporting, processing itself, having unnecessary stock on hand, using unnecessary motion, producing defective goods. The elimination of these wastes is basically the reasoning behind just-in-time or lean manufacturing. If you eliminate these wastes, you will produce better quality products at lower cost. Okay, so now we move on to the development of just-in-time or lean management. Henry Ford, as we know, is the creator of mass production, and his work influenced the Toyota family, who is credited with the concept of automation with a human touch. Now, automation and JIT are the two pillars of the Toyota production system. Mass production allowed for Taiichi Ohno to develop what we now know as the 7 wastes, and we are able to move on from the mass production push system to the just-in-time or lean demand pull system, which eliminates most of the 7 wastes. I will now show you the figures of a mass production push system compared to a just-in-time lean demand pull system. Example of the mass production push system, the marketing forecast tells the company what to produce and how many materials they need for the product, and because of the forecast they are able to tell you how many orders they will need, and they send this down to the suppliers, which relay the information back to the warehousing, which processes all the materials into the finished product. After this, it is sold to the customers, and the excess is stored in warehousing. This type of system is called a push system because you are pushing towards the customer down. Okay. Just-in-time is a pull system which begins from the customer, and the demand is made on the final assembly process by pulling the finished products out of the factory, which is up rather than down. So we can see here that the customer makes the demand of the finished product, and it comes up to the distribution system straight back to the suppliers. The benefits of just-in-time. The drawbacks of just-in-time. Automation and lean production.